All right then, folks, our next competitor representing Australia. This is Tim Bradstreet. One-handed gate shot. Nicely done. Round buoy number 1 and indeed number 2. 3, 4, 5 and the 6 at 14.25 meters. Remarkable skiing there from Tim Bradstreet as he works his way outside the exit gates. We'll have a look once again at 14.25 meters courtesy of Tim Bradstreet. Wonderfully executed one ball, and for those of you who watched the webcast or indeed were here a couple of days ago, he took an absolutely horrific turn around buoy number 4 on the 12-meter line. It almost caught the boat driver who was towing him at the time almost completely by surprise, and just the power and the precision courtesy of Tim Bradstreet. Having cleared 14.25 meters, he now has a chance to strike at 13 meters for the next run. All right, Tim Bradstreet, second pass, 13 meters. We're about to take him anytime now. Here we go. Tim Bradstreet. 13 meters. Here he comes. Entrance gates, buoy number 1. Round number 2. Look at him go. Tim Bradstreet. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is well on his game, folks. Tim Bradstreet round all 6 buoys on 13 meters. An absolutely scintillating pass there. And we'll have a look at this one more time. 30 meters, Tim Bradstreet, entrance gate. Well executed, buoy number 1 and number 2, in fact. Well on his game here with that slalom ski from one side to the other. He's through to all 3 event finals. He is the top seed in the jump event. He's the second seed in the tricks event. We'll see him ski in that event first. And was one of the 4 slalom skiers to tie the lead in the previous round of the slalom competition with 2 buoys on 11.25 meters. But he knows that if he stands any realistic chance of winning this competition right here and now, he has got to go through this next pass of 12. Here he comes, Tim Bradstreet of Australia. Let's see what he has. Entrance gate, buoy number 1. Look at this. Good strike off number 1. Excellent turn round number 2 and number 3. Taking a hit off number 3. Look at that round number 4. Brilliant skiing. Excellent stuff. Let's hear it for Tim Bradstreet. We'll have a look once again at Tim Bradstreet through the entrance gates and into buoy number 1 behind that Mastercraft World Tournament Team Edition. That MCX engine, 350 horsepower, 5.7 litre engine. Beautifully equipped towboat. Had the chance to see it yesterday, and only 100 of those are going to be built during their production span, and we thank the guys at the Mastercraft for furnishing us with this towboat and giving Tim Bradstreet the opportunity to get from one side to the other. 11.25 meters beckons for Tim Bradstreet. .25 meters. 11.25 meters for Tim Bradstreet. Here he comes. Round 1. Can he get round number 2? Yes, he can. Oh, and just couldn't get the ski turning round hard enough, quick enough. And there is Tim Bradstreet, and that is all she wrote on that particular run. So Tim Bradstreet on 11.25 meters had the chance to get far enough down that pass to really put the pressure on the skiers to come, but had to settle with a 2 buoy count. And there we go with Tim Bradstreet, 2 buoys, and unfortunately unable to improve upon his score yesterday as we return to live action here at the 2010 Junior World Water Ski Championships and in preparation for our next competitor. So here we go with our penultimate skier. This is Tim Bradstreet from Australia. All right then, here we go. This is Tim Bradstreet. Staying over his ski from one trick to the next. Nicely done. The toe wake lino, just staying fairly and squarely over his ski. Don't forget, folks, that Tim Bradstreet is performing these tricks on a knee, so to speak. Partially tore his ACL prior to the Masters water ski tournament about 2 months ago. As we look at this pass once more for our webcast audience, one trick to the next. Tim Bradstreet getting plenty of height, plenty of rotation. So we still have a few scores yet to come in before we make any concrete assessment as to who's gotten a medal and who hasn't. But as it stands right now, we've got Ilya Lapkovich in the lead with 79.90. And if the score about to come through for Alejandro Robledo is anything more than that, then he has put himself in a position to be on the podium. Two skiers to go. Whomever is in the lead just before those guys is on the podium. You have 3 positions on top there. Just waiting with bated breath to find out if Alejandro Robledo has indeed made it there for one of the 3 spots. Tim Bradstreet of Australia getting ready. His second and final 20-second pass is imminent. All right then, here he comes into the course, the current overall leader in the boys competition right now. This is Tim Bradstreet. First flip. Here's the second, nicely done, one after the other. Whoa, almost getting completely out of sorts there with the regular flips coming up afterwards. Beautiful trick skiing there. Oh, nice mob, front to front. 5 front, and now is going to go for another wake 5 front. Got a ski line back towards the end. Beautiful run there, Tim Bradstreet. He may not think so, but the tricks there look pretty decent to me. There we go. Flip twist back to front with the opening trick in that pass there for Tim Bradstreet. Then goes into a flip twist front to back, and it's reverse. Just wonder how many points that he has scored as a result of these 2 passes. Scored 84.30 in the previous round. Just absolutely stomping this pass. And his head going down a little bit on a couple of those tricks. But just hanging on long enough and strong enough to survive that pass and just throwing his fist up in the air rather hard yesterday, and anything more than 52.8 right here and now is going to seal the deal for him. Here comes Tim Bradstreet. Let's have a look at his approach, and oh, look at this turn, folks. Oh, beauty of a jump, and I think we have a winner in Tim Bradstreet on that very, very first attempt. Beauty of a jump, and not the most conventional of turns. That, I give him that. Good speed, good lift. The distance coming through. 55.3 meters, we have a winner! 55.3 meters. He could probably head to the dock around about now and celebrate the win, but hell no. He wants the remaining 2 jumps. In this competition, he just looked at me and shook his head and said, I ain't going in. I've got 2 more jumps. What are you thinking? All right then, fair enough. Fair enough. So, Tim Bradstreet. What a jump. 55.3 meters. That puts Chris Wharton in second with 52.8 and Alejandro Robledo with 51.3. Those are your medalists. And he still has 2 jumps remaining. Here we go, Tim Bradstreet. Second attempt of 3. It's going to get a little bit wider up on the boat, I fancy. Here he comes, Tim Bradstreet. Oh, look at this, going in real deep off the turn and almost losing it. Throwing everything but the kitchen sink out there. And just look at this turn, folks, from Tim Bradstreet. There is no one in the world that can turn this manically and get away with it. Going in deep, almost as deep as he did off that slalom turn in the preliminary round. Oh, and slipping out and grabbing the inside of that jump ski as he came into land. Tim Bradstreet. Distance should be coming through any moment now on that particular jump. We'll get confirmation. It's 46.6 meters, 46.6. But it could have been so much worse for Tim Bradstreet. 46.6 meters as we return to live pictures of this, the very final action here at the 2010 Junior World Championships. If you've been watching us on our website, thank you very much. You have been an absolute great audience of 200 people, and looking for an exceptional jump from Tim Bradstreet. Let's have a look. One last jump. Here he comes, Tim Bradstreet. Going in hard off the turn, and boom! Beautiful looking jump and extending that one out. Jumping like there is absolutely no tomorrow there, Tim Bradstreet. Let's have a look at this jump once more. This has got to be close to 60 meters. Celebrates the victory here. 59.1 meters. 59.1. 59.1 meters there for Tim Bradstreet. Exceptional jump in there all the way through. Fantastic distance, and hopefully our camera